Live, bitches. Live, your team sucks. What a crazy week in the NFL. Week 2 was the massacre. 7 ACLs. Some great games, but man, the injuries were absolutely out of control. Patrick Mahomes is a beast. There's no doubt about that. He's the best quarterback in the league. You had some great wins. You had Baltimore doing exactly what we thought they were going to do. They pretty much blew out the Texans. You have Lamar Jackson making a statement. Week 3, they play each other. You have Big Ben. Broncos have game, but not enough. Pittsburgh came in, took care of business. And, man, you got the Packers, dude. You got Aaron Rodgers with a big damn chip on his shoulder. Want to welcome everybody to the show. Come on in. We think we know more about football than you do. We want you to like. We want you to share all that crap. But we want you to comment on the carnage that you saw last week. We got the Washington football team, not the Redskins. Don't call them the Redskins. And you know what? The LA Rams are for real. We talked about this last week. We believe they may be really a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Oh, shit. Get the ball. Oh, my God.
What the hell?
Believe that. You know what? If you're on special teams and there's an onside kick and you're on the defensive end of the ball there, the receiving team, I should say, it's okay to get the ball before it goes 10 yards. Look at that. Look at the pretty ball. Let me watch it. What the F was that? Dallas should be 0-2. They're 1-1. Then you had the Raiders and the Saints last night. It was a really good game. The Raiders shocked everybody. In my opinion, I think the Raiders are going to be very good. But then you had, look at this, Tom Brady comes out. This is what I expected the Tampa Bay Bucks to look like. And then you had Cam doing this right here. Long balls, threw the ball all over the yard, came up just a little bit short, ironically trying to run to win the game. Then you had, the Niners. What am I saying? I mean, they played the Jets. I mean, they get half their team could be hurt, which pretty much they are now, and they can still beat the Jets. It matters not.
They lost everything this weekend. They lost so much on defense. That's a whole nother team.
Absolutely. So we want to welcome everybody in. Come on in. Make your comments. We have a big competition coming up Thursday, 2:00 Central Time. We're giving away $75 for the best smack-talking, shit-talking comments that are going to come into the show. That's Thursday at 2 Central Time. $75 for first, $50 for second, and for third place, you're still going to get $25. So come on in, warm up. Go ahead, talk shit about Jordan, talk shit about Lukachi, talk shit about Gorilla George. Do whatever you need to do to make yourself get ready for Thursday for all the shit talking that's going to happen. Kyler Murray, balling, not right there though. Threw him a ball. So we're going to get rolling here. We're going to recap the week. We're going to make some picks. We did really well with our picks last week. We redeemed ourselves from week 1, which was pretty pathetic. So, Jordan, how you doing, man? What's up, Jordan?
Oh, I'm doing great this week. This week is awesome.
Takeaways,
I think everybody is except the Bucks.
Takeaways from week 2. Well, that was sick. Gesicki was sick. I was at that game. That was even more sick live. Jordan?
A lot of takeaways. I think we realized who the contenders, who the pretenders are. So many injuries. We need preseason. We need warm-ups. We need all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, way too many injuries. It was devastating for anybody who plays fantasy football at all. I mean, it's rough. Some teams got decimated. It's going to be a really interesting season.
Agreed. George, any takeaways? Of course.
Well, there was so much shit going on. It was an amazing weekend. The house got killed. Every book got destroyed. I know Vegas was crying about Bloody Sunday, Bloody. I think it was one of the funnest weeks to bet, though, because everything won. If you bet a teaser, you won. I killed you, wager. I was out there beating their heads in. They even gave me a shirt. I beat them so badly they gave me a shirt. I was absolutely destroying them this week. Every teaser I threw up won. The only one that was in jeopardy was the Kansas City Chiefs one, and they pulled it out. The Cowboys, I'm trying to stay silent about them with that spinning miracle at the end.
No. We can't have you silent about the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, the Cowboys are in a whole lot of trouble.
Oh, really?
They
what
are
happened
beating
to the Super Bowl?
Well, you also remember I did pick Atlanta last week. I told everybody Atlanta was going to beat them.
Atlanta, but you were wrong.
Well, they did. I got +4, so I was right.
You're right.
I'm picking Atlanta. It's awful.
Luke, you should
picking Atlanta.
Luke should feel right at home as a Cowboy fan. Luke, the Cowboys are exactly 500 right now, 1-1. So it feels like a normal season to you, right?
It was a bad start. We really should be 2-0, but I'll take it.
Right on.
They got a miracle win last night. I mean, the other night, but you got to take it. The spinning onside kick. Once they went for the onside kick, I was telling everybody, with the new rules, this is stupid. Why even going for it? Why even trying the onside kick? The new rules, it's impossible to get it back. And I started jumping up and down. You just see my big ass jumping up and down. But I was jumping up and down for that game. Everybody was watching. It was wild.
Yeah, it was that hypnotic onside kick where the ball spins and slowly puts the defense of the receiving team to sleep. That's what happened there, apparently, because I don't know how they didn't just jump on the ball. But hey, it's the Falcons. What are the Falcons most famous for? Giving up the biggest lead in Super Bowl history.
Finding new, interesting, and creative ways to lose.
Yeah, I mean, let's watch the ball spin around. And in his mind, what are they thinking? And look, I put that on the special teams coach. I mean, that was some of the.
No, they actually said that they knew the rules. That they actually confirmed the players knew the rules. They could jump on the ball. Well, then why don't you jump on the ball? But they did supposedly know the rules. They could jump on the ball. I'm telling you, it's spun them. It spun them into a psychedelic thing. They just stared at it.
Yeah,
and they gave it back.
Where are all my Cowboy fans at? Where are my Cowboy fans? I got to tune in the podcast. Where are y'all at? Y'all ain't got. I mean, you won. You should be happy. But where you at? I don't see anybody talking. I guess Thursday we're gonna have some hella shit talking about the Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, I know Jordan's got a bunch of shit prepared. I'm sure you do, right, Jordan? I would imagine.
Yeah, we're still working on it, but I got some stuff to talk about.
All right.
Especially about the Cowboys.
I think I'm going to be defending more than attacking, so I'll be ready.
Oh, you already started talking shit, though, that you were going to win the whole thing.
Sounds like you're going to lose already.
I mean, it's easy for me. I just know I'm going to be attacked. Everybody against Dallas, like everything is always everybody against Dallas.
That's
I'm
true.
ready for it.
All right. Lukachi, pull up those lines. All the lines are brought to us by UWager. We're going to pick the games that we like.
I did tell you guys all last week that the Saints were going to lose. The Raiders were going to beat them. Opening up that new stadium. Everyone looked at me like I was crazy. You guys all took the other side. Just making you guys aware of it.
You made a couple nice calls. I mean, you picked Atlanta too, and I'm pretty sure they covered, right?
They definitely covered. I picked the Rams, which was an easy one in my opinion too.
Yeah,
the Rams. I don't know. They're not getting any respect. They have the most devastating defensive line in football right now. They're scary.
No, the Rams are a legitimate Super Bowl contender. They reloaded, and I like them. I like them a lot. And
they're scary.
I think that the Rams are much, much better than people think, and I think they're going to keep winning. People forget they were in the damn Super Bowl 2 years ago, right? So anyway, let's get rolling here. We got the Dolphins +3 headed into Jacksonville. You got Minshew versus you got the mustache versus the beard, right? And I was at the Dolphin game. It was really interesting to experience 20% capacity after I've been to so many games, and it was kind of weird. Dolphins were game. My biggest takeaway is that they have no pass rush, and they have no slot receiver. They were winning the game 24-20, and they got Buffalo Bills in a 2nd and 24 and gave up a first down, 24-yard pass to Cole Beasley. No pass rush at all. He's sitting back there making tea, thinking about what he's going to do next week and just dropping dimes. No pass rush at all. Dolphins have to cure that. With all that said, I don't touch this game. I think this is probably a push. I think the line is correct. I think it will be a 3-point game.
I think this is an absolute stomping. Go get your free money. Jacksonville is going to absolutely roll the Dolphins here. I don't understand how this is free money. I understand you're not going to bet it, but anybody else out there, go beat up you wager. They're giving away money on this one.
No. The Bills are a much better team than the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Dolphins hung with them the entire team. I do like the quarterback, Minshew. The Dolphins were way worse last year. Their first 3-4 games were epically bad, like
they're not playing in Miami again. You guys
pulled it together, and this is where they start to get it together. And I take the points here. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, I can say this. Please
bet it with me.
There's no real home field advantage right now in these stadiums. They're pumping in sound. I can tell you from being at the game, it's not even close. There's no home field advantage unless it's weather related.
When the Buffalo Bills are going to Miami on a hot Sunday afternoon, there's an advantage. And this advantage is going to be completely gone when they're playing a night game in Jacksonville. And Miami is going to get thumped.
We'll see. Luke, you got a take on this game?
Not really. If I had to pick a team to win this game, I would have to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Of course you will.
Dolphins, they are a good team, but at the same time,
they're not good yet.
Good team. They're not good.
Jacksonville will definitely come over that 3-point spread. So I'm gonna give it to Jacksonville.
Okay, let's move on to the next one, Luke. All right, we got the Tennessee Titans versus what I think is a overrated Minnesota Viking team. I actually really like this bet here. I like the Titans to win by at least 3 points, and I would take the Titans here and lay it down at you wager.
I agree. I love this game.
Bad. They're both bad teams. I don't think Minnesota's overrated at all. They both suck, in my opinion.
George, give us your take, bud.
You both suck. Both those teams suck. They're both not going to go anywhere. Right now, you take Minnesota at home. They're not going to go in 3.
Give me the Titans. That Vikings defense is bad. Like, bad. Kirk Cousins last game was bad. Give me the Titans here all day long. It's not enough points.
Yeah, I'm assuming we have some Vikings or Titans fans out there, some fans talking to you. Like, comment, join the show. We wanted this to be interactive. Let's see what y'all have to say. We see that you're watching. Make some comments. All right, Luke, you got any take on this one?
I'm going to give this one to the Titans. Vikings have a horrible defense, and that 2.5-point spread is not really a lot to win me over.
It's definitely a game you stay away from, I think.
Yeah, I know. I like Tennessee. I'd bet
you're playing that. You playing that one?
I would play that one for sure. I just trust Tennessee. I mean, at the end of the day, they're a pretty trustworthy team. That they're not going to get blown out, right? And it's probably going to be a close game. And if they win, it's probably going to be anywhere from anywhere over 3 points, right? So I mean, this is almost to me like a pick 'em.
That doesn't make me feel like betting them, though.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what you got next, Luke.
Oh,
yeah.
It's the Washington football team, not the Redskins. It's definitely the Washington football team, who I think showed who they really are probably in the last game. Versus, I mean, this is the suck bowl. I mean, what can you say? This is the absolute week 3 suck bowl with the Cleveland Browns, who are terrible. Versus the Washington football team. I don't touch this one because I don't, it's 2 bad teams. So I'm not touching this one, George.
I'm going to stay away from it as well. I mean, even if you made me bet it, I wouldn't know which side to take. I'm just staying away from it. It's an ugly game.
Agreed. Jordan?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not betting this one, although we did see signs of life from the Cleveland Browns against
Really?
the Bengals, who I think are better than people think.
No,
I
the
mean, I did like
the Bengals have
like
a
the Browns. They're starting to put it together, but I want to see a couple more weeks before I actually put any money on them.
the Bengals have an excellent young quarterback who's only going to get better, and he
Yes.
almost came back and beat them. The Cincinnati has no defense, none. Their defense is terrible. It's pretty bad, and that kid kept them in the game. And the kid's dropping dimes. I don't, they should have blown out Cincinnati with all the talent on the Browns. I mean, it's sad. It's truly sad, and it's pathetic that they don't blow the Browns out. That they don't blow them. They didn't blow them away. So I don't know what to tell you, but I don't touch this game. Luke, you have a take?
Yeah, I agree. I'd stay away from this game. I also agree with Jordan. If I had a pick, I'll go with the Browns, but this is a game I'd stay away from as far as betting.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next, we have the Niners versus the New York Giants.
The injury bowl.
The injury bowl, man. Jordan, I know that you're on top of a lot of these injuries here. Just to get maybe a quick overview, I know Jimmy G and a few players are out for both these. Saquon Barkley. I mean,
well, I think Kittle's should be back for this one. We knew about that before last game. Jimmy G, probably not. They went ahead and signed Blaine Gabbert there this week.
Wow.
So say whatever you want about that. They also lost Bosa and Solomon Thomas, both their defensive ends for the season. So that hurts a lot. The number one picked fantasy defense it might be going to waivers pretty soon. I mean, I can't see them doing it without that strong defensive line. And then who else? Mostert, not as bad as originally thought, but don't expect him to play in this game. Coleman, worse than originally thought. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I don't touch this game. I mean, this is the injury bowl. You have no idea what's going to happen here. I leave this one alone for sure.
On the other side, you got Saquon Barkley and Sterling Shepard got banged up. So Saquon done for the year. Shepard, we still don't know if he'll play next Sunday or not. This is a rough one. Giants did go out and sign Vontae Freeman, former Pro Bowl running back. It probably will take him a week or so to get in with the system. They're going to reactivate Gallman. They got Dion Lewis. So I don't expect the Saquon Barkley thing to hit them as hard as maybe other people do. But, yeah, I'm not betting this game.
Okay.
Definitely not betting
George, you laying off this?
It's a dumbass game. I mean, the Giants are a dumb team. Either way, they were going to do anything. They're the worst team in the worst division. What are you going to say?
They're in the Cowboys division, so I agree with you.
I mean, I can't. What am I supposed? I can't lie.
You can't lie. Wow. It's rare that you see a Cowboy fan enthusiasm just gone after 2 weeks.
We're decimated by injuries. No one seems to see the offensive line is murdered.
But have no defense. I mean, you're still winning your division, though, right?
Scarily, yes.
I mean, you got the Redskins at 1-1
division
as well, right?
No
Next
one's
game.
playing well.
Then we got the Bears versus the Atlanta Falcons. And what will happen in this game is that the Falcons will go up by 127 points. And then the Bears will come back with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the Falcons will give up 128 points. And so I'm pretty sure that I don't touch this game either, just because the half point, I think it's probably a 3-point game either way. I don't like the half point. I lay off of this one as well. George?
I think I got to take the Bears if I'm playing it, but yeah, it's definitely a stay away game. Two teams, you're not sure what's going on. I mean, they gave a big deal to Cohen, so maybe the Bears are going to come out and do something. If I had to play it, I'd take the Bears, but yeah, Atlanta's ugly.
This is another one. Montgomery got injured for the Bears, but other than that, they're starting to hum. They're starting to look good. They're really flying under the radar. 2-0 Bears. Mitch Trubisky looked like himself 2 years ago. Falcons, on the other hand, they have all the talent in the world. You don't know what week they can possibly put it together, but 0-2 hasn't been this week. Hasn't been either of the weeks in the past. They just find creative ways to lose games, like we said. Laying off of it, if anything, take the points.
Luke?
Just because it's 3.5.
If I had to pick this one, I'd go with the Atlanta Falcons. You know, they still have a pretty good team out there. I'm sure they are very mad from losing the Cowboys that comeback win.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
were they were mad after the Super Bowl too. All right, Luke,
I think
what's
they went
next?
4-12 the next year, out of
Yeah.
anger.
All right, we got
A pissed off 4-12.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow versus the underachieving Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, correct me if I'm wrong, are 0-2, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir. 0-2.
Wow, that's a surprise, I think, to a lot of people.
No, they suck.
Except for George, of course.
Except Cowboy
They suck.
fans.
Except Cowboy fans. So I'm pretty
you
sure
guys were all there licking
NFC
Wentz's
East,
nuts.
the NFC East is going to be won by a team that goes 6-10 this year.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
God.
They were saying 7-9 is going to win the division. If 7-9 wins the division, I'm going to stop liking the Cowboys.
I love the Eagles here, just because they're not that bad, and they're up against a young team that doesn't have a good defense, and they're gonna be fired up for this game. They're at home. I think they'll cover. They'll probably win by 7 points. I actually like this game, and I would take the Eagles here. George?
I think the Eagles are not good in any position. I don't know what position they're good at. Everyone keeps saying the Eagles are good. Where are they good at? Receiver, quarterback, running back? Is there a spot where they're good at? I'm not sure. The line's
Secondary,
The
terrible.
line's not good. Defense sucks. I mean, where are they good at? Cincinnati beats this team. And I'm taking the +7 in this game, buying the 1.5. But
Wow.
Cincinnati is going to beat this team. They're going to go into Philly, and they're going to roll Philly. Watch.
Wow. You gonna take the money line there?
No, I'm taking +7 because I'm a whore. But I'm gonna buy a touchdown, and I think the Bengals beat them outright.
I love that bet.
Jordan?
I love the Bengals here. I think Joe Burrow is really starting to show some stuff. There's a lot of weapons on that team, and that defense is better than people think. They added a lot of pieces in the offseason. Bengals aren't half bad in a really, really good division, and the Eagles are terrible in a really, really bad division. So
Yeah.
this one's easy.
Luke?
Yeah, the Eagles would get embarrassed this weekend. I'd go with the Bengals.
I
Definitely.
can't believe you're picking the Bengals to beat the Eagles at home. But you know what? It's that kind of year. I'm pretty sure some obscure team is going to win the Super Bowl this year. And it's been such a strange year already with all the injuries, a lot of surprises. But I do like the Burrow kid a lot. You have the very underachieving Houston Texans that I haven't think they're not a good team.
Why do you say they're not a good team?
Oh, they are a good team.
They lost to the Ravens. They lost to the Chiefs. What do you want from the team? They lost to the best two teams in football. And
what were the scores in those games?
They lost to the best two teams in football.
The games were they in the game in the fourth
and this
quarter?
week they get the Steelers. I think they're still going to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think so. I love the Steelers here. I take this game. I am not a believer in the Houston Texans at all, and they weren't in either one of those games, really, were they?
They were in the game until the fourth quarter of the Ravens game. They were in that game all in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm not a believer. I could be wrong, but we'll see. But I don't like the coach. I think he's a terrible coach. He's also not a great GM. You look at what they gave away, and they didn't figure out a way to keep one of the best receivers is not the best receiver in the league, and then look at what the Cardinals are doing, right? I'm not buying it. I don't like him. I'm taking the Steelers here, and I like the bet. So, Jordan?
I'm staying off of this game. If anything, I like the over. I like the Steelers a lot, and I don't think we've seen really what the Texans can do against, like you said, the two best teams in the league. So I think this is going to be a close game. I like the over.
Luke?
Yeah, I agree with Jordan. I think it's going to be a very close game, probably win by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one to the Houston.
Y'all say that every week about the Texans. You've said that 2 weeks in a row about the Texans. We'll see.
One week you got to be right? Just keep.
That's true. Eventually you'll be right. But when they play the Bengals, you'll be right. So, okay. Next. Oh, look at this. This is a good game. You got the Raiders who upset the Saints, and they beat them pretty good too. I mean, I was really very surprised. Now, I predicted that the Raiders wouldn't be very good, but mostly because they're in Las Vegas and they're going to be partying all the time and not going to play well. But I think that because of COVID, they can't do that. So we'll see. But I don't touch this game. From what I saw from both of these teams last week, this could be a very close game, and I have no idea who's going to win this one. So I'm laying off of this one. George?
This one's going to be fun to watch, but I don't want to bet it either. I've been loving the Raiders. You know, I'm always a closet Raider fan, but that offensive line looks sick. They're pushing the people around all over the field. It's going to be a fun game to watch. New England, the Raiders, it's going to be a hard pounding hitting game. This one will be fun to watch. I wouldn't bet it.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. Jordan?
I like the under 47.5. Like you said, I think they're going to pound the football. That line looks really good. Patriots defense, beginning of the season, older defense. They're still looking good. They haven't gotten worn out yet. This is going to be a very good game, and these are two very good teams. If you bet the game, you take the points because it's going to be close, but definitely bet the under.
Luke?
On this one, I'm going to go ahead and go with the New England Patriots. They are still a very good football team, and I do not see them losing twice in a row, especially with Bill Belichick over there.
All right.
I think in the loss, they looked even great in the loss. I know they did last week. They looked great in that Seahawks loss. Right now, I'm calling the best team in the league, Seattle.
No, they definitely looked pretty good in that loss, but they still relied on Cam to run the ball to win the game, and they lost. And so I still think it's going to be their Achilles heel.
Throw it from the 1 yard line and have a Super Bowl repeat in reverse.
No, I think if they run that play 10 times, he gets an 8 of them.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was a bad call. I'm not saying it's a bad call. I'm saying it's a predictable call. And sure. I mean, obviously they knew exactly what they were doing. They read that play the whole way, and it cost the Patriots the game. But the Patriots made a great comeback. But we'll see. I mean, it's week 2. Patriots are. It was
an uninspired play call for sure.
This is a hell of a game here. The Rams versus the Bills. Bills are for real. Watching them live and in person, Josh Allen is throwing the ball way better than he did last year. In fact, I didn't see him take off and run one time against the Dolphins. He stayed back there and just picked them apart. Now, of course, there was no pass rush, and the LA Rams are going to put pressure on him. So
he's going to get knocked on his ass a lot this week.
Yeah, I like the Rams here getting the points. I just think the Rams are primed, and I think that they're going to have enough pass rush to disrupt Josh Allen. And I like the Rams here on the road in Buffalo. George?
Yeah, I mean, the Rams are so impressive. I'm completely drinking the Kool-Aid. They look great. The defense looks amazing. Up front, Donald's just a terrorist. He's terrorizing the offensive lines. Buffalo's going to have a real different look this week on the back, sitting back there and trying to throw the ball. I take the Rams all day here. They're one of my picks for the week. I actually got it early, got the +3. It's going to go down. I think the Rams are the play.
Jordan?
Completely agree. Love the Rams here. Love it.
Yep. Luke?
I'm going to go ahead and go against the grain. Go ahead and go with the Buffalo Bills. They're going to go and upset the LA Rams this game.
Well, it's at Buffalo. I don't think it's a huge upset. But
they're a favorite. It's not an upset at all.
Yeah, it's not an upset at all. But this could go either way. I'm just kind of drinking the Kool-Aid on the Rams here. So we'll see. New York Jets and Colts. Okay, a +11. We're approaching college lines. We're approaching. And you know who I like here? I like Indy. The Jets are one of the worst teams in the league. They have the worst coach in the league, and they absolutely suck. In fact, we should rename the show to The Jets Suck. I mean, thank God for the Jets and Adam Gase, because we'll never run out of material as far as a team that actually, truly sucks. They are terrible. I think the Colts cover this line, and I think Adam Gase lasts 3 or 4 more weeks, and he's done. So I actually like this game, and I would take the Colts here. George?
Ugly enough, I never like to lay big points, but I have to agree. The Jets just look horrible. There's nothing there. They lost their running back. There's just nothing clicking. They lost their best defender this year. So there's just nothing there. I lay the points and watch the Colts pound them.
Jordan?
I haven't been that impressed with the Colts as much as I thought before the season I would. Rivers kind of hit or miss this year.
It's
You're
the
getting
Jets.
11 point. You're getting 11 points in an NFL game. See, I would take the points here definitely. Other than the fact that I'm going to lay off of it just because I don't want to watch this game.
Luke.
I agree with everything Jordan just said.
All right. Any more? And then we got Carolina Panthers at the Chargers. I don't touch this game. The rookie quarterback looks good, but I'm staying away from this game. George?
Yeah, I liked Bear coming in. He looked really good. Came in, made San Diego look interesting on offense. But Carolina losing MCM, it's just there's nothing there. It's not even going to be fun to watch.
Did you call him Bear for all my peeps in Louisiana?
I did call him Bear.
I love it. Jordan?
Yeah, losing Christian McCaffrey was a really big deal and a big blow for the Panthers, but they got Curtis Samuel, who they're going to start using out of the backfield a little bit more. You got Davis, who's looked good in spots in the past. There's no replacing Christian McCaffrey, but I think they still have a lot of weapons. Bridgewater, he's really hot and cold. I mean, he'll make a couple throws, and you're like, wow, that looked good. And then he'll just do some boneheaded things, so I don't know. I'm very intrigued with this game, but I'm staying off of it. I think the Chargers could put something together, though.
All right, next. We got the Bucks versus the Broncos. Tampa Bay is what I expected them to be in week 2. They have more reps. It was a pretty good win that they had. They're playing against the Broncos, who are banged up. I love Tampa Bay here. I love Brady getting his rhythm. The Broncos have too many injuries. I would lay the 6 here and take the Bucks. George?
Well, I stay away just because I hate the Bucks. More I hate Brady. I realized this week that I hate Brady. I never hated the Patriots. It was just Brady because I found myself rooting for the Patriots. And this week, whoever the Bucks are playing, I'm always rooting for them. So I'll take Denver if I have to, but I'm laying off the game.
Gordon?
No, give me the Bucks, and I love this play. I think they're going to absolutely roll them. If you think of all the people that Denver's lost, they put Courtland Sutton on IR this week. Jerry Jeudy's banged up. I mean, really, you're looking at Hamilton as their number 1 wide receiver in this game. I'll tell you, if you're going to run any daily fantasy, Noah Fant might get 15 balls thrown his way this week. So you got to love that. But other than that, I'm taking the Bucks all day long here. I'm not worried about the points at all.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, I got Noah Fant against you on our head-to-head fantasy matchup, so I'm definitely liking that matchup there.
Nice.
I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna just pick the Bucks in this one. They can put up a lot of points very fast.
All right, and I believe we have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh God.
Let me make this very quick. So Seattle's going to win this game. They're going to cover the line, and Dallas is going to be 1-2. George?
It's going to be a scary game. That Seattle defense is ferocious. I think Dallas is going to keep this game close. I'm not going to pick Dallas. I might play +7 because I'm a sicko, but I stay off the game.
Jordan?
Seattle destroys them. It's not even close. It's not close. And, definitely going to bet this one. It's not enough points. Everybody is investing in the Dallas Cowboy, love, or whatever.
The delusion?
Yeah, the delusion. They're betting the team name and not the actual team we see on there, barely beating the Falcons, having to come back and beat the lowly 0-2 Falcons. No, this is Seattle all day. This is one of the best teams against a below-average team.
Luke?
The Dallas defense is brutal, no doubt about it, but their offense is effective. They put up 35, 40 points both weeks. They're going to put up points against Seattle. They're not going to get blown out.
Luke?
On this one, I'm going to go ahead and go with my team, the Cowboys. We always tend to shine when everybody's expecting us to lose. So there's always that one game where
no, about that. Not I'm
gonna give this one to
about that take. Anyway,
give this one to Dallas.
All right, then we got the Detroit Lions versus the red hot Arizona Cardinals. I'm calling them red hot. They look good. Kyler Murray, for a little dude, he's like 5'9.5". He looks like he's 5'8". I don't even know how he throws the damn ball over the line. Kid is an absolute beast. Jordan is. I'm starting to believe, Jordan. I wasn't believing, but I'm starting to believe. And Detroit, you know what you can say about Detroit? They're Detroit. They do exactly what Detroit does. They give you a glimmer of hope, and then they just suck. They're like, oh, we're going to be good. We're look at us. We got Matt Stafford. No, we got some good players, and then they lose. The Lions suck. What can I say? I don't touch this game either way. I just wanted to talk shit. So, George, what do you think about this one?
I like Arizona in the game. I'm going to put this in one of my teasers against you, Wager. I've been beating him up over there. So Arizona is one of my teaser games this week. I put Arizona in my teasers, but I wouldn't lay the points.
Jordan?
I like Arizona, and I think they'll beat them by quite a bit. I think this game isn't going to be close.
Luke?
We've yet to see the Lions really put together a complete game, and Arizona definitely has. I'd like to see more out of Kenyon Drake, but Hopkins fits in that air raid offense so well.
I'm going to keep it quick. Just Arizona on this pick.
Yep. All right. Sunday night game. This is a good one right here, man. You got the Packers versus the Saints. Man, I'm going to take the Saints here just because they're in New Orleans and they're going to be upset after their loss. The only thing about this is that's tough is that home field advantage does not exist there right now. And I can tell you from going to many a football game in the Dome, man, that's a huge advantage with the crowd noise, and so I'm actually laying off of this one. But I do think the Saints will come back and probably win this game by 2-3 points. But I'm not touching it. George?
I think you, Wager, has the wrong favorite here. I really like Green Bay here. The Saints looked horrible last week. I mean, Thomas ain't coming back, right, Jordan? He's not coming back this week. So
4 to 6 weeks.
Unless he's coming back, they're getting their ass kicked.
That's a good point.
I agree. I mean, the wrong team is favored here. Then the home field advantage, I agree with you, doesn't really matter in this game. Green Bay looks like one of, in my opinion, the top 3 or 4 teams in the league right now. They look really, really good, and they're more healthy than any other team. The Saints did not look good. I see them continue to not look good, and give me the Packers all day long. I'm playing this one.
Well, you guys are saying lay down the mortgage. Lay down the mortgage on this one.
At the house.
Rodgers is playing with a huge chip on his shoulder. He's dangerous when he plays like that. And
yeah, it's true.
And Adams is just killing it. That team's scary.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead and give this one to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. 3 points is
yeah.
Can I also mention that after the Devontae Adams injury scare, they said it's not serious and he will play.
Yeah, he's playing. I read that he's playing.
So this is the game of the week right here, and it's Monday night. You got the Chiefs getting 3.5 at Baltimore. I love the Chiefs here. The Chiefs once again showed why they are so great. They were flat in the beginning of a game, and man, they just find ways to win, and they never quit. The only argument for Baltimore here is that it's early in the season, but that half point, I think this is a 3-point game. That half point, I think that the bookmakers got this one wrong. I think it's 3, maybe 2.5. But I like Kansas City in that half point here all day. They will be pumped up for this game. Everybody is anointing the Ravens, talking that the Ravens are going to win the AFC. This could be a preview of the AFC Championship. I'm definitely going with the Kansas City Chiefs here. George?
Well, the Chiefs looked vulnerable this week against Chargers, or last week against the Chargers. So I'm taking the Ravens here. I don't want to lay the 3.5. I'll lay the 85 on the money line. That hook definitely sitting there doesn't look good. Point. Yeah. That hook is ugly. But I would lay the 85 and take Baltimore. I just think they're the better team right now. I lay the 85.
Jordan?
Yeah, if it was 3 or 2.5, it would be different. It's just, it's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to the wire. I'll probably stay off of this one, although watching intensely. Both these teams are great. This is for who's going to be the class in the AFC. This is the game, right? and
Yep.
both these teams are relatively healthy. I think Baltimore wins. I'll just say that.
Of course you think that. Luke?
Yeah, I like Baltimore to actually come out and give it to the Chiefs this game.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think so. I still think that the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. They always struggle with the Chargers, and Mahomes always struggles with the Chargers. There's something about what they do that they always play them very tough, but that is not the case for the rest of the NFL. And I'm sorry, when you watch him roll out he rolls out to his right and he throws the ball about 55 yards on a rope and hits the guy in stride. That's the best quarterback in the league. That guy's going to win a whole bunch of Super Bowls. And I think he gets it again probably this year. So
agreed, but nobody in the league has a deeper and better secondary than the Ravens.
Yeah.
They're good across the board. I mean, they are good in the secondary.
You can't stop what he does. That's the problem. The guy, that throw yesterday, the guy was covered. He just dropped it in perfect. You can't stop a perfect pass. And if the guy can run around like that, there's not much you can do. Anyway, we ran long today. George, final words.
Well, the Chargers kind of blew that game against Kansas City, but if you make me pick it, I take the points or lay the money line.
Jordan?
You got to jump on the ball there. I mean, they really kept the Cowboys from going 0-3 by just giving it to them. It's really pathetic.
Lukachi, what's up?
No, I ain't got nothing much to say. Cowboys Nation, let's do it.
Cowboys Nation, let's do it. All right, we're going to see y'all Thursday. Best shit talking contest. Let's go. See y'all Thursday, 2 p.m. Central. Peace out.